Hi everyone, Suzanne here. Welcome to another Fabricate Friday video. I am featuring the artistically inked stamp set and paper for this project. This is what my sample looks like. This is just jade. This box would be perfect for business cards. All right, for this project, we're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock exactly the same color, and they are sized 8.5 by 8.25 by 7.5. Pardon me. And you're going to need 2 pieces exactly the same, and we're going to score them exactly the same. So on our long side, or our 8.25 inch side, we're going to score at 2 inches, 4.25 inches, and 7.75 inch. We're going to flip it round and go 1/2 and 4. So that is one. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other. So on the long side, 2 and 4.25 and 7.75. Flip it round, 1/2, 4. You all know what comes next. We're going to fold and burnish all of our score lines. All right, so we're going to do some trimming. We are going to remove this square all the way down to that score line. We're going to wedge out there, and we're going to wedge this out, and we're going to cut up this score line. We're going to cut up this score line, and this score line we're going to cut all the way down. We're going to cut this one in half, and we're going to wedge out. For the next one, we are going to cut this section right off and down here. So these are scored the same, but they are not cut the same. Cut up here. This one is going 1/2. And there we go. So this is what you should have. And one more thing, just slightly wedge out on this lip here. Okay. So you can kind of see how it's going to come together. We're going to have a little bit of adhesive right here. Okay. And we're going to marry those up. All right, before I go any further, I'm going to put some designer series paper on. So for the lid, we are going to need just one piece, 3.25 by 3.25, and it goes on the lid. And then we're going to need 4 pieces for the sides, and they are 2 inch by 3.25. And again, this cardstock is just jade, and this beautiful paper is called Expressions in Ink. Okay, so now we're going to put adhesive on this tab. Remember the rock and the flick. And just because I want to get everywhere, there, I'll go back. Okay, I'm just folding it close and folding it close. Wonderful. So these are the tabs. Look at that. So great. So I'm going to put adhesive on one side of this box. I'm going to put adhesive on that flap and also on the back flap. All right, so I make sure here to fold the flap up and then put that box so it's nice and square. So this, the side that has the adhesive on it, just the one side, I'm going to catch it with the other side. So this is the back side, and that's going to go down, and then my front's going to go down. You always want the front down so it has a nice smooth movement. And now I'm just going to press everything down to secure it. It's a really nice sturdy box. And now I'm going to go around and detail it a bit. So I didn't cut that well. And just on the back, I'm just going to take off some of these little pieces just with my scissors. The same box, the same color, the same paper, and they look completely different. This stitched rectangle comes from the Picture This dies. And basically the Picture This dies create a 3 die cuts, and you could use the negative piece like this, or you can use the label that comes out of it. So really handy, very versatile die to have. I am going to use the artistically inked stamp set right there. Now I have the ephemera pack, and I think I'm going to use the leaves on this one. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue dots. Take the glue dot off, place it on my leaf, and then try to shimmy that in without touching the paper until I want it to. Let's see how well I do. Haha, Eureka. That's pretty. Actually, this is a large box, so if you're looking for some scope of it, the mini glue dots will fit in there probably twice. And just because I have it, I will put some of the Ephemera's adhesive backed iridescent sequins on this project. All right, so you can get all the supplies I used today listed in the links below in the video description or in the supplies section of my blog. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will be back very soon with another video. Bye for now.